Hello and welcome to Thirsties Live. We are going to talk about how to assemble and troubleshoot nighttime cloth diapering. So, if you have a little one, chances are you don't want to lose any bit of sleep. And so that keeps a lot of people from actually even trying to use their cloth diapers at night because they're worried that they're gonna leak. But cloth diapering at night is not as scary as what you might think. So I'm gonna first talk about assembling, how to assemble a nighttime diaper, and then I'm gonna talk about how to troubleshoot your nighttime diaper if you're having problems with it. So let's get started. First things first, there are basically two approaches to cloth diapering at night. One, you can take a daytime diaper and try to boost it so that it'll work for you at night. Or the other approach is you can invest in just a dedicated nighttime solution. You might not need to use that diaper during the day because it just has so much absorbency, but it is just reserved for you to use at night. So those are two basic approaches. Let's start with talking through a daytime diaper and how to make your daytime diaper work at night. Okay, so let's start with our popular all-in-one. So this is our synthetic all-in-one. Truth be told, it's actually probably has the least amount of absorbency than other Thirsties diapers. But the thing that's nice about it is that it is super convenient and it dries really fast, okay? So this has microfiber here, which is going to absorb quickly. And you'll notice on the back side of this, there is a decent amount of room to add absorbency, okay? Cloth has helped me not have leaks with my 1-month-old at night. Oh gosh, that's great to hear, Taylor. Each time, do you know what? I had the same thing when I had a newborn actually. So, little quick story time before I talk about boosting this. I thought when I had my first that I was going to actually take it easy and not use cloth at night and just use disposables because I thought it would be easier. But my son, he was really, really tiny, so we had to use newborn disposables on him. Otherwise, they wouldn't fit. But he was just peeing out of the newborn disposables like that. And so it was actually harder for me, and I was doing more laundry using disposables at night with my newborn. Maybe that isn't the case for some of the larger sizes of disposable diapers, but for me, I had to use cloth at night with my newborn because they were just more absorbent than the disposable options. So, yeah, funny. We kind of have the same experience there, Taylor. So, let's say that this is your daytime diaper, okay? On its own, not terribly absorbent, but you can add absorbency underneath. What I would do for my daughter, she was a moderate wetter, is I put a hemp insert underneath. And I wasn't totally trusting that that would work. So what I did was I put a hemp insert and an additional organic cotton doubler. Now notice, and this is a trick that's going to apply to any cloth diaper that you assemble. Let's notice what type of material we have and what order it goes, because when you are assembling really any type of diaper, you always want the fastest absorbing material closest to baby and the more stable absorbing material closer to the waterproofing. So on the top here we have the microfiber, okay? That's the fastest absorbing. Next is the cotton doubler, okay? That's the next fastest. And then at the very back is where we put our hemp insert, because hemp is really it's a stable absorber. This will absorb a lot, but it also absorbs slower. Okay, so that's why that is at the back, because kind of the strategy behind this setup is that the faster materials that are on top are going to draw moisture into the rest of the diaper. Now, when you are trying to boost a daytime diaper tonight, it's a lot of absorbency there. So you really need to be careful that the leg elastics aren't gapping when you add that extra absorbency. And this is probably, you can see, the material, it fits, it works, but that's about all I can add. I don't think I could put another insert into this diaper. And for my daughter, actually, this worked. Okay? So that is, now if you have a heavier wetter, this might not work for you, and so you're probably going to need to at least have your starting diaper be more absorbent. So for example, let's say you use, let's see if I have a regular pocket here. Yep, okay. So here is Thirsty's regular pocket diaper. In a pocket diaper just means that there's a shell, and then there is a pocket. Thirsty's has openings at the front and the back, and then there are inserts that you put in, okay? So our original pocket diaper comes with a microfiber insert that's smaller and a hemp insert, okay? So to boost this diaper, in general, this is a much more absorbent diaper to start with. Your starting point here with the pocket versus our synthetic all-in-one is going to be more absorbent, okay? Another thing, too, is that with a pocket, there's actually more room to add extra absorbency. And the thing that I love about a pocket diaper is that the shell itself will hold the absorbency in place for you as well, okay? So it's really easy to customize. So, hopefully Bird gets some ideas. Her kids are such heavy wetters. She needs to use disposables at night. She's used flats, fritteds, everything. Ugh. Hopefully, well, maybe we can give you an idea you haven't tried. But you know what? If you need to use disposables at night, that's okay, right? This is hopefully just to give you guys some tools in your toolkit just in case you want to try. Now, a lot of people, you of course could do the same kind of thing, adding extra hemp inserts to it. What a lot of people love to do with our pockets is actually to use a pre-fold and to add a pre-fold in. So if you are on a bigger rise setting, you can use a size 2 pre-fold. If you're on a smaller rise setting, and the rise that I'm talking about are these snaps in the front, okay? That's the rise. So if you're on a smaller rise, you're going to want to use our smaller pre-fold. If you're on a larger rise, you're going to want to use the size 2. But all you need is just tri-fold this, okay? And let's say, now this is a bit long, okay? So I'm going to need to fold this top down a bit. Let's say that because you want to think about how the diaper absorbs in terms of how quickly, but you also want to, have you ever had your diaper, taking off your baby's diaper, and you notice, geez, this is only wet at the front of the diaper, or, oh, this is only wet in the middle. The placement of your absorbency is also another trick that you can kind of work with when you're boosting really any diaper, okay? So let's say that we have a tummy sleeper. I'm going to fold it like this, okay, so that there's extra absorbency there. And you can also use, some people just totally replace these inserts and just use this at night. Some people have to use both, okay? But then you stuff it in. Like, there are so many great comments here, guys. Oh, absolutely. So Eva says, even a disposable at night could be paired with a diaper cover. Yeah, to protect against leaks, absolutely. Okay, so here is kind of a super stuffed pocket. Look at that. That's a lot. All right, so you want to make sure that the absorbency, see how I'm kind of taking it here? I'm kind of pulling the elastics out so that the absorbency is tucked in. And then look, this is another reason why the double gussets is helpful, because it gives you that extra kind of room there to stuff, okay? So this is another thing to keep in mind when you're building a nighttime diaper is sometimes if you're putting a lot of extra absorbency in, sometimes you might need to actually open up the rise so that there's enough room for that absorbency, okay? And the thing, just like I said, you want to avoid leg gaps. And what does leg gaps look like? Okay, let's pretend like my arm is a baby leg here. Okay, so you want the elastics to be firm, not like that, okay? So kind of tucked in. And one thing that can help with the leg gaps, if you are getting gaps, although, well, I'll say what I was about to say in just a moment. If you are getting leg gaps, what you can do is you can take the wing of the diaper, which is this corner here, and watch what that does. Okay, if you start to pull that up, see how that pulls up the elastics there? Okay, so that'll help you with leg gaps. Now, if this isn't working for you, if you have like a pocket that you've added a whole pre-fold, extra pre-fold to, and if you add any more absorbency to it, you're going to be getting leg gaps, or you're going to be really, really hard on the leg elastics, you probably need to invest in a dedicated nighttime solution. And really, if you think about it, you probably need 3 or 4 of these setups, because if you're washing every other day, I would say you probably would need at least 4, so that your nighttime solution has time to get clean and dry so that you can use it over again, okay? So someone I think was asking about bigger fitteds. Yes, we hear you, Jordan. Do you know what? I will say though, until Thirsties comes out with a larger fitted, there are some fabulous companies that have great options for that. One in particular is Pooters Diapers. It's a Black-owned company down in Texas. She has some fitteds that are a little bit bigger that a lot of Thirsties customers like using underneath their duo wraps. Speaking of duo wraps, let's talk about a dedicated nighttime solution. And I would recommend a diaper cover system for night. Why? Because you just have so many options for what you put underneath your diaper cover, okay? So for Thirsties, probably our most popular dedicated nighttime solution would be our fitteds or a couple of our hemp pre-folds, okay? All right, so Jordan's saying, yes, the covers are phenomenal. Thank you. So she has to use a size 3 over her nighttime solution. Yeah, you might actually, for your nighttime cover, you might actually need a bigger cover because you're going to put a lot of absorbency in it, okay? So here are a couple of things to think about with the fitted. This is bamboo, okay? So bamboo is kind of, in terms of how fast it absorbs, it's kind of middle of the road. So if you need faster absorbency, of course, you can add, where is it? Guys, you should see all my props. It's like I've got so much stuff right down. Look at all that. Oh my goodness. So much stuff. So you can put a cotton doubler on top. Okay, this is also available in Stay Dry if you have any wetness sensitivity. So if you need faster absorbency, you can add that inside your fitted. And then, Allison's saying, those pre-folds are the bomb. I'm glad you mentioned the pre-folds, because here's another thing too. If, for most babies, are fitted, especially are fitted plus like maybe a cotton doubler on top or something like that, that would work for most babies at night. But here is the magical thing about using covers at night is you don't have to just add an absorbency inside, you know, the fitted or flat that you're using. When you're pairing some kind of absorbency with a cover, you can add additional absorbency in between the two. So kind of my, you know, pull out the big guns nighttime solution that I recommend is take a fitted and kind of wrap the fitted in a pre-fold and then add that to your cover. Now I'm wondering, is the size 2 going to be big enough? Okay, so see here, this is a size 2 duo wrap. So the size 2 is getting a little small for that. I think I could make it work. But if you can't make that work, okay, so that, if you can't make that work, you can always do it with a size 3. So let's review what we've talked about so far. We've talked about the different approaches for cloth diapering at night. You can try to boost your daytime diaper, like an all-in-one or a pocket or something like that. You can boost a daytime diaper for nighttime. Or you can invest in a dedicated nighttime solution. Okay, those are the two approaches. Now let's talk through troubleshooting. Okay, so let's say that, and we kind of did an example of that with the pocket that we were boosting at night. Okay, so let's say that you're using a pocket at night and you were getting leaks. The first thing that you want to ask is not just, is the diaper leaking, but how is the diaper leaking? Where are the leaks happening? And also, how is the diaper saturated on the inside? So let's first talk about where the leaks are happening. Okay, if the leaks are happening towards the front, it could be that you need to add more absorbency, particularly to the front. Okay, now that is especially true as if you open this up and it's saturated here, but it's dry at the back. Okay, that when I would be changing my daughter, she would, she never actually leaked out of the natural all-in-one, but I'd noticed that she would be wet here and the back of the diaper would be completely dry. Okay, so let's say that the leaks are happening towards the back of the diaper, but the diaper isn't saturated. That could actually be a fit issue. So it might be that you need to open up the rise. Actually leaking out the front or out the back could be a rise issue. And then if you get leaking around the legs, it could be that this material here needs to be actually out. If it's too deep into the bikini line on little one, it can kind of wick out and get wet onto the jammies. So you want to think about like the fit of the diaper, where are the leaks happening? Then let's talk about the absorbency. How is the diaper wet? I'll use a natural all-in-one because it's a good visual, okay? So if the diaper is saturated and you're getting leaking, that's actually kind of nice because it's like, oh, easy peasy. I just need to add more absorbency, okay? If, you get leg leaks if you don't have enough fast absorbency. Yes, that is a great point, Mackenzie. So another thing too, remember how I talked about building that nighttime diaper with this one, with the microfiber? If you notice that you're getting leaks and the diaper isn't saturated, it could mean that the absorbency in your diaper didn't have enough time to absorb the pee before the pee leaked out. And that is an absorbency rate, not absorbency amount issue. So if that is the case, what you can do is just add faster absorbency. So this is a Stay Dry Duo insert, and the top here is microfiber. You'll notice this part is lined with fleece. This part you'll see kind of the texture, okay? So this fleece side goes against baby. Add that microfiber, and that should hopefully help increase the rate of absorbency so that this can absorb quickly and draw it into the diaper so that it doesn't leak out, okay? So you want to think about fit when you're troubleshooting. You want to think about the amount of absorbency and the placement of the absorbency and the rate of the absorbency, okay? So all of these factors kind of can be in the back of your mind as you're looking through your diaper. Now, with all of this, probably the easiest way to troubleshoot would be, one, you could get in our group, the Thirsties Groupies, and just search the topic nighttime cloth diapering and get a whole bunch of ideas there. Or you can, of course, email support@thirstiesbaby.com. Okay, is there a size 1 or 2 that you can combine? Yes, absolutely. So our pre-folds come in 2 sizes. There's size 1, and then the pre-fold that I was showing you inside, where did my pre-fold go? There's a size 2 pre-fold somewhere in front of me. But there's a size 1 and a size 2, and you can absolutely mix and match those. Goodness, where did my pre-fold go? Oh well, believe me, it's big. So let me double check my notes, making sure that I've gone through everything. Placement of absorbency, yes, okay. So that's pretty much it. So we talked through a lot, and if you have lasted through this whole video of cloth diapering, you've got to join a cloth diaper group, because now you have knowledge that you can share with other people. Okay? You're like getting your, cloth diapering badge just by getting through this whole video, guys. Excellent job. Yes, we hear you guys. We know you have great product ideas, groupies. Keep sharing them with us. Keep watching. I will say, I don't think any new products in July, but we will have some fun things coming out in July. But no new products, I don't think. Dave can always correct me. Dave at the warehouse. So, let me just give you some closing thoughts while I give you a great look at all of these props that are happening here. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have talked through how your starting point, what works well during the daytime, how can you boost it, can you boost it? We talked through investing in a dedicated nighttime solution. Aha, there's my pre-fold. Remember that? Okay. And really, if you're looking for a good nighttime solution that's dedicated, we recommend covers, because you can put so much different absorbency inside. Okay? So I hope that helps you. The troubleshooting tips, I hope that helps you as well. If you did find this helpful, please do share it with your cloth diapering connections. We appreciate you guys not only tuning in, but participating in the cloth community. So thank you so much for being here. And next week, we are actually going to talk about removing exterior stains. So that'll be another kind of helpful how-to Thirsties Live next week. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you around on social media. And have a wonderful rest of your week. And happy cloth diapering. Bye!